These are the videos that I don't like doing. What's happening, film friends? David the Film Junkie here. All right, it's been an interesting few days in the movie world. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The whole Harvey Weinstein scandal. That's right. Turns out the guy's a piece of shit. And turns out that pretty much every actor and actress in Hollywood knew about it, and it's now coming forward. And it's been pretty crazy. It's just seeing, people come forward, and then, there's been a lot of calling out of people, which it's been pretty ridiculous at times, too, because, if this shit's been happening pretty much for the last few decades. And, a lot of people on the right and the left are really, it's an interesting little paradigm shift, because the right and the left are actually teaming up in a way. And I'll explain that in a little bit. But Harvey Weinstein, a lot of actors and actresses, actors are just basically, they're expressing their disgust by the whole thing. And then actresses are just coming forward with their stories about Harvey Weinstein. And then you got some that are just calling out just the male actors and saying, like, hey, this is all on you. Like Miss Jessica Chastain, which is absolutely ridiculous, because she tweeted out that she's known since the beginning about Harvey Weinstein, but didn't say anything. But then when somebody said, well, why didn't you say anything? She goes, well, that's all on the victim. My hands are totally free of that. Fuck you, Jessica Chastain. You're totally copping out big time right there, okay? This is 2017. 2017, one tweet from one victim of sexual assault or rape, so many people will believe that person without even hearing the story, without hearing the details or anything. They'll just automatically believe it. And I hate that. I hate the fact that we've done that we just automatically believe the victim. We should always listen to the victim, but we got to get everything. There's still due process. We still have a justice system. Yes, it's not perfect, but the fact that we just automatically believe the victim is just, I don't necessarily like that. But I'm all about, hey, let's get a discussion going. Let's get everything going. Let's not totally just shit on the victim. And that, everybody uses that excuse too, like, oh yeah, the victims never believe, that's why they don't come forward. Blah, blah, blah. No, stop doing that. It's 2017. The victim is now believed more than anything else, so you can't use that excuse anymore. Get a group together, especially in Hollywood. People will come together. These celebrities will come together and expose this. Look what's happening right now. And a lot of people are pissed at these celebrities for not coming forward, even though it seems that they were trying to tell us something, because let's face facts, folks. That was very hard to say. Let's face facts. Tom Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder, Les Grossman, that's Harvey Weinstein right there, guys. They were trying to tell us something, but still, you have to come out with it. It's bullshit. So why am I talking about it now? Obviously, you guys know, because Ben Affleck now has been thrown under the bus. Matt Damon was also thrown on the bus, because apparently there was something in 2004 that they tried to keep hidden. And Matt Damon's come out and said he didn't know about it. And, well, at least Jessica Chastain defended him and said, oh, no, he's a great guy. I believe he was manipulated. Who knows what's going on with Ben Affleck. But what happened today with Ben Affleck was the fact that Hillary Burton, who is married to Bruce's dad, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, awkward. She came forward and talked about something that happened about 14 years ago or something like that on MTV, TRL, where he groped her. That's right. And if you actually watch the video, there's no groping going on. It seems like Affleck was a little intoxicated, and we know that he does like the sauce. I know he's working on it. Power to you, Ben. But it looks like he just goes up, reaches over, and just kind of hugs her. But she is accusing him for actually, somehow getting that hand and maybe lengthening his fingers and just totally grabbing a boob. Now, when he first goes over there, you can't really see the angle, but then it cuts to the front angle, and it does not look like there's any groping on. Groping is this, right? Am I wrong? I could just do this for the rest of the video if you want. It doesn't seem like he does it. And when she's explaining it, she doesn't seem like she's a victim and she's traumatized or anything. But of course now, 14 years later, oh God, it's so horrible. I'm calling bullshit on that, and a lot of people did too. It's just, the evidence is not there. It's just not there, guys. And a lot of people, men and women, are believing it. I had a debate with somebody who was like, oh yeah. And then she stopped because I told her, like, men and women don't see it. And explain to me. She said I was mansplaining the whole thing. And, you know, I acted like a dick. And I said, well, woman-splain to me, where's the groping at? Hey, if you're going to use a made-up term to me, a sexist made-up term, I'm going to use it right back. That's just me. That's what I do, guys. But yes, there's obviously no groping going on here. But then a second video showed up with this interview that happened also a while ago. And, oh, man, this one I was going, oh, shit. Anne-Marie Lasique? I don't know. I'm probably messing up that last name. Anyway, she was interviewing Ben Affleck. This was 13 years ago. And Ben looks very strange. It almost seems like he's high or drunk. And she's sitting on his lap, and he's just kind of like, ooh, and saying all this stuff. And he was saying, like, yeah, I usually get those tits out and blah, blah, blah. And I was going, oh, boy. All right, this one, okay. Why? Okay, it was so funny because I was going, well, why isn't people fixated on this one? This one's really inappropriate. And I was going, this one's going to be the one that's going to drive this whole thing. But then Anne-Marie came forward and said, hey, guys, this was taken out of context. We were messing around. This was strictly, pretty much scripted. They were having fun. This was not taken seriously. And she came out and said that and defended Matt and said, no, he's always been a gentleman. This is what we do. We've had so many interviews. Don't even worry about it. And it's funny, too, because people will still ignore this. I even posted this on a movie Facebook page, and still there were people commenting going like, oh, I couldn't finish the video. It's so gross. Oh, my God. I'm going, whoa. I posted this article. Look at the headline. Read her comments. This is not real. It was taken out of context. So we have the first video that doesn't show any groping. It just shows him put it like kind of, there's like hug her. I don't know if a finger like touched maybe the back of the boob, possibly. And then, you know, she was just like, oh my God, you know, that's what I think will happen with that. And then we got a second video that was not even real. It wasn't even supposed to be taken seriously. But then, of course, there's like somebody tweeted out that in 2014, Affleck grabbed her ass at the Golden Globes. And then numerous others saying like, oh yeah, he was grabbing asses. And I'm going, was he really grabbing asses all throughout award? I mean, I know he's had a problem with alcohol. Maybe that had something to do with it. But I'm just going to need a little bit more than a tuxedoed Ben Affleck walking around grabbing asses. And it's funny, too, because I'm going to go to the whole right and the left thing because it's a rare thing when they come together, and they are coming together because when it comes to the left, they will believe the victim no matter what. And when it comes to the right, they hate everything Hollywood, especially Ben Affleck. So they're just going to believe the victim, and they're just going to, and it sucks too because there's personalities, you know, on the right and the left that I just kind of like, I always, you know, I agree with them a lot. And they're all just like, oh yeah, Ben Affleck, fuck that guy, fuck him. Yeah, he's a piece of shit, sex predator. And I was just going, whoa, okay. So when it comes to your side getting accused of this, you want more evidence, but once like somebody from this side gets accused, you're just like, no, fuck the evidence. This guy's a scumbag. I hate that. And this is what I do. This is why I don't subscribe to the right or the left, because I can't do that. I can't just like automatically go to bat for one team. I'm just going, wait a minute. No, this does not seem right. That's why I'm like pretty much right in the center, and I just overlook the stupidity that is the right and the left. And what really sucks about all this, Ben Affleck stuff, is like the real victims are being overlooked. They're being overlooked. We got Hillary Burton, who's trying to claim that she's some kind of victim when there's actual victims of big-time sexual assault are coming forward, and she's just trying to like get the limelight to just fucking shine on her. Then we got this other video that was a joke, and she's trying to be like, hey, hold on, he's fine, don't do that, and people aren't believing it. And it's absolutely bullshit because, like I said, there's actual victims out there, and everybody's like looking at this, and I'm going, ha boy. Be mad at Ben Affleck for not coming forward, because he knew about this. He did. Be mad at him for that. For not coming forward with the whole Harvey Weinstein thing, because he knew. He knew about it. He absolutely did. Apparently, Rose McGowan was all getting crazy because apparently he said, like, oh, yeah, I told him not to do that anymore. And it's like, yeah, okay, see, be mad at Ben Affleck for that, okay? Not for this bullshit. Because we don't know what the heck's going on behind the scenes. We don't. We absolutely don't. And like I said, we love to think that these people are heroes. They're great people, but we don't know. We just don't know. And I will call it out. If more shit comes out for Ben Affleck, hey, guess what? I'll call it out. I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, you're just a fanboy. You just love him as your Batman. Yes, I love him as my Batman, but I'm also going to look at everything and make sure that this is all legit. Now this brings me to, will this affect Justice League? Sadly, yes, it's going to affect Justice League, guys. There are people out there that will just straight out, people like to boycott nowadays. You know, somebody does something they don't like, they just automatically boycott. It's mainly the right that likes to boycott. But it seems like, you know, the right and the left, they like to boycott. And if people are hearing about Ben Affleck, oh yeah, he's a fucking sexual predator, because all these narratives are out there, even though they don't actually look at the information, they just look at headlines. They don't actually take in the information, watch the videos, and be like, oh wait, this is nothing. This is absolutely nothing. Okay, I'll go see Justice League. No, they're not going to do that. They're going to boycott the movie, and yes, it will affect Justice League. By the way, thanks for making me feel like an old man, because I don't know, it seems like terms just show up on my feed, and I'm going, what the heck? When the hell did this start becoming a term? Because apparently, people in our little community are canceling Ben Affleck, canceling Justice League, canceling the DCEU. What the hell are you talking about? Seriously, I feel like Clint Eastwood. Get off my goddamn lawn. Canceling? We're canceling people now? That is retarded. I'm sorry. Don't say that. Please, if somebody that I like in our little community says something's canceled, I will somehow find you and I will walk up to you and flick you right in the throat. Oh, you don't think that hurts? It does hurt. And I will commend the comic book websites out there for not capitalizing on this. Oh, wait a minute. Cosmic Book Movie News. They try to... oh, no, I shouldn't say they. It's just one dude. He's a fucking asshole. Please go tell him that, because he's blocked me from the site's Twitter as well as his personal Twitter, because I kept calling him out on his bullshit. So, yeah, go ahead. Tell him he's a fucking asshole. So there you have it, guys. There you have it, guys. That is my little spiel about this whole thing. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks, you know. Who knows what's going to happen with all the Ben Affleck stuff. It just seems like this really had to happen 5 weeks out of Justice League. Didn't something happen with like Jennifer Gardner and stuff like that? They're saying he was cheating and stuff like that before Batman vs Superman came out. It's weird. It's like, oh yeah, Ben Affleck's got a huge movie coming out. Let's start burying him. It's almost a little strange. But, I mean, he came out and did apologize. I forgot to mention that. He did apologize, and a lot of people, of course, that's not enough, because they, you know, they seriously would, this is what they want from him. They want him to take a knife, cut out his left testicle, and hand it to somebody. That's how they would be satisfied. These people are nuts. These social justice warriors and everything. Oh yeah, he must apologize. He must apologize. And once he does, that's not enough. That's exactly what it is. This is the outrage culture that we've developed, and it's such a poison to our society. It's ridiculous, and it needs to stop, because actual victims out there are being unheard because of this petty bullshit, and that's what really sucks. Okay? And when it comes to victims of sexual assault, men and women, Terry Crews has come out and expressed that a Hollywood exec came out and fondled his nuts, and he was like, what the hell? And the guy just smiled. I really hope that all this shit with Harvey Weinstein and everything exposes all the pedophilia in Hollywood. Yes, that is a thing. Elijah Wood, Macaulay Culkin, what's his name? Corey Feldman has talked about this. They talked about when they were kids, the pedophilia in Hollywood. I hope that this exposes that, because that's always getting covered up. And guess what? There's going to be some people out there that you thought, oh, we're great, Bryan Singer, that are going to get exposed for this crap. Hopefully not Bryan Singer, but yeah, Bryan Singer has been on the list. I love him as a director, but yeah, he's been talked about. I really hope it does. I hope it exposes that. Hopefully this shit exposes that shit, and we can just get out some of the poison that is in Hollywood. But who knows what's going to happen, guys. But we can't dwell on this petty shit when actual victims out there are being unheard. This is what's so retarded about it. So stop it. Please stop. All right, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? I'm sure you guys have some stuff to say. I pretty much covered all I have to say. Maybe I missed some things. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel, too. Follow me on the social media stuff that is floating above my head. And, of course, guys, I got shirts available, so go check it out. All right? I'll talk to you later.